my guys, my name is Medzatita. Welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you're coming back, always know Med's got loves for you, but if you're coming for the first time, kindly subscribe and help your girl reach 1,000. Today, if you see me, I'm donned in the African attire. When you look at my earrings, represents Kenya. Today we are going to have an interview with an established entrepreneur of LAWYAFRIC Foundation. He's a young man who's gone wild in the world of African attire. When you see African attire, what you think about its style and class. And today, to tell us much more about the love of African attire is none other than our friend. Meet him and know him. Welcome so much, and always karibu sana. Love you guys. Come with us. Tyrolin Fashion Technology Training Center. So alongside it being a fashion center, it's also a training center. So we are going to be hearing from the horse's mouth, alongside the African attire, what else is done inside here. Come along with us and let's see. This is an establishment that does not only get you styled up, but also trains the upcoming designers. We're going to be dwelling on a lot of things, including the training session, and hope you join us and enjoy. Thank you.
How do you call it? We have you'll have to have the following definition. Then we have your pair of scissors. Then for your throw pillow, it will have to have both same dimension. Okay. So it will be, for example, like this. This is 16 by 16. Sorry, just a minute. 16 by 16. So it will be a square. Mostly throw pillows are square.
Yeah, sure.
So this is 16 inches. And then also, sorry, I forgot. You need a zipper here. So for the waist fabric, this is how you can use it.
Yeah. You
take pieces of waist fabric, then you sew them, you join them together, and it can form pattern because fabric have different patterns. So you can use that to come up with something that is unique and creative. So you can join by sewing you can join them like this. This is a fabric 1, fabric 2, fabric 3, and then fabric 4, and all of them have different patterns. Then you can now sew it in a way that you can make your stitches in a way that the patterns will be seen clearly. So at the end of, you can have something like, maybe you can have something like this, where this as form, it can be a pattern, a different, maybe you chose to use square, it can be like this, and here can be another fabric, here is another fabric, here is another fabric. So 4 different fabric waists joined together. Then it can match, you can blend it with your chair. Maybe your chair is plain in color, maybe it is black in color, so whatever the color you use. So at the end of the day is to play with the colors to bring your interior looks nice. And if you can check on this, you will not spend much in this stuff.
Sure. For
this, if it is fiber you are to buy, you're just going to use like around 20 to 50 grams of fiber. If you are to use fiber, because that is for one. So depending on how many you want. And instead of using fiber, you can use waist fabric still. These pieces that are remaining, then you put inside a lining. Then is when you make your pillow. So basically, you can use steel lining to make the chips, or you can still just use normal fiber, where you just put fiber and then you sew on top. But mostly people would prefer you have a lining first inside. Then now you put the fabric out, so that inside the lining you can have the chips or the waste material that are remaining. So the idea here at all of it is not to throw any material that you have. Like if you are here the previous weekend, what we learned was to use toothbrush. The toothbrush that you're not using, an old toothbrush, to make a wall hanging. I think maybe you can just go and tell Debbie to get you that, so that I can show.
Yeah, finished product would be good.
Yes.
Oh, I like the idea of the sustainability of the environment.
Yeah, it's to recycle, because you find people are dumping these things. Yeah. Like you, I know you have quite a number of toothbrushes that you're not using. That one can be used to put wall hanging for your small pillows, small towels for using in the kitchen. So instead of, one is here actually. Wow, this is beautiful.
I just have a close look at that. These are toothbrush.
Yeah, so these are toothbrush, and you can, if you check them close, you can see the toothbrush. It's only that now we have used. If you move close, you can see. Wow. So the idea, these are threads, and the idea is to use things that we are not using to make something very decent. So this is a simple thing, but it looks nice because you can put it on your kitchen, and then you hang the towels. You can use it to hang your socks when you want it to dry, or maybe your inner clothes. You can use it instead of just putting them on the door or putting them elsewhere outside. Simple but beauty. Also, you can put it on just on your wall as a decor.
In the table room as a decor, right?
Yeah. But the idea here is just to use things that you're not using. But because I know there are so many toothbrushes that are being thrown outside there. Yeah. And this one you can even use it and sell it for people.
Yeah, you can sell it. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's what I was just about to ask.
And if you check this thing, it's small and it doesn't cost a lot of money. Wow. Actually, you have not spent a lot of money. Because these threads, you can still use waste fabric to make something like this. Wow. Yeah. So the idea is to recycle, but also to bring the beauty of an house, of the environment, without polluting the environment itself.
That is very impressive. Yes. What is your take about what the teacher is saying? Let me hear. Tell me, what is your take about what the teacher is saying in conserving the environment, at the same time making everything beautiful in your house?
It's good.
Just good?
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? You can make money, and at the same time, you can conserve the environment. What's your take? I want to hear what teacher is.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I love that.
Actually, you people, I find you so much privileged to have a teacher who not only teaches you to become tomorrow's entrepreneurs, but helps you guys conserve environment. Don't you think it's a beautiful thing?
Yeah.
Well, Mwalimu, I will wait for you outside and leave you as you finish the class. Yeah. I think I'm so impressed.
Yeah, thank you so
much. I'm a student. Today I'm a student.
This is okay?
Yes.
Picture or video? Video. Oh, it's okay. Good.
Can we all say conserve environment?
Conserve the environment.
By making things beautiful.
By making things beautiful.
Things that you're not using in your house.
Things that you're not using in your house.
Can become beautiful paintings in your house.
Can become beautiful paintings in your house.
So you don't have to throw anything.
So you don't have to throw anything.
Come to LAWYAFRIC.
Come to LAWYAFRIC
Foundation.
Learn
how to conserve the environment. And make money. Tomorrow's entrepreneurs. Wow, that's lovely. Can we wait for Mwalimu outside? That was a lovely class.
Yeah. So basically, that is what we do actually.
Okay.
So today we were a bit late.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for a few of them.
Yeah.
There are quite many. But
yeah.
Around 2 have not reported to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So we normally have classes every Saturday for interior.
Okay.
And then during the weekdays they have classes for fashion design and
Okay.
tailoring.
Okay.
Yes.
That is so impressive.
Yeah.
I think I'm liking the idea. I was asking how long does it take for one to know some of these things. Maybe I may think of enrolling for a class.
These things are simple.
Yeah,
actually.
these things are
They're
simple.
just basic things that people take with ignorance. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you will realize that there is a lot of things in your house
Yeah.
that you are not using, that if you bring them out, they can form something that is beautiful. That you
Wow.
want.
Yeah. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
We will continue with the other part of our interview when you're done with class.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome. This is where the production takes place.
I think it's a misconception because if you go way back for history, look at the big names in the fashion industry, they're not women.
Yeah, man. What happened along the way?
So let's just say like women waliadapt kipenya ilishaanzishwa na nini, so many step back a little bit, but we are still there.
Okay. How do you enjoy your work in a scale of 1 to 10? Is it something
8.
that is it passion or it's something you're training yourself to do?
It's passion.
It's passion. For a very interesting fashion design.
Okay, I've always been interested, but I never thought like maybe I would focus on it that way. So yeah, with time, interest energized, then
Now
I decided to
you
pursue it.
okay. And please then tell me, okay, this fashion design has a lot of money right now. Actually, most of the people some of the most richest people in the world are the people who are in fashion design. What is, because I know maybe you came in, you're trained, what is your future plans?
To have my own, to build my own Kenyan fashion brand.
Okay, that is lovely. Of course, when you start training as a fashion designer, most of young men and women have this in mind. In future, they want to have household names or fashion houses. And my friend, as you see him, he has that future in his mind, and unless it conceived in the inside, and of course it's going to come out in future, and all we can do is wish him the best, and we know that he's going to make it, right? So keep grinding hard, keep training hard, start drawing your sketches. Do you draw your sketches? Yeah, that is beautiful. Keep drawing your sketches. Dreams are valid, and maybe one time you'll be a household name.
Yeah.
Who knows? Say hi to my people, they'll be watching you.
Hello.
Cheers, guys.
My name is Moguchi.
Moguchi is his name. Watch out for Moguchi, household name, future brand in Kenya. Dreams are valid.
Thank you.
I'm privileged to sit with a very serious entrepreneur. I call him a serious entrepreneur because I've been here, I've purchased African attire from this place, I've purchased bags with my sister-in-law from this place, and they were beautiful. The people who received those gifts said the gifts were beautiful. And none other, today we are coming live from Kahawa Wendani, and I'm going to let my guest introduce himself. Welcome so much to the set.
Thank you so much, my sister. No, my name is Amos Onyango, and I'm 28 years old now.
Impressive.
Yeah. But I have passion for Africa. I'm a Pan-Africanist by passion, by blood.
Wow.
And I'm an author. I've authored 3 books.
Beautiful.
And also, I don't call myself founder, but I'm part of LAWYAFRIC as the initial founder.
Yes.
Who brought the program.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about empowering young people. That is what I'm passionate about. Not just empowering, but giving young people the right skills that can help them survive in this competitive world. Yes.
You describe yourself as a Pan-Africanist. That is a beautiful word. And an author. I don't know if we'll get a chance to see the books that he has authored, but definitely I'll get them and I'll share with you so that when you go to the market or to your nearest bookshelf, you can get them. So, Onyango, a Luo and a Pan-Africanist. Can you tell us, at 28 years, when did you start having this passion of empowering the youth, of creativity? Because I cannot define you as a fashion designer. I would go wrong, because you do quite a lot of things. As you tell us how it all started, you can explain to us all you do.
Thank you very much, my sister. Now, I grew up having the passion for Africa and passion to do African stuff when I got to join the PLO Lumumba Foundation. So I worked for the PLO Lumumba Foundation for 5 years, and through his mentorship, that is Professor PLO Lumumba, and through the mentorship that I got from the advisory board members of the foundation, and also Africans, because I used to interact with so many Africans. I grew the passion of Africa, and all along I've always wanted to be associated with Pan-Africanism and doing things that really enlighten the mind of Africa. So basically I would say I got the mentorship from Professor PLO Lumumba, and that's why I started this initiative through that, because the initiative began when I was still with him.
Okay. Yes. Can you maybe let us know, because like me, I'm hearing the PLO Lumumba Foundation right now. What does it entail that shaped you to the person I see you today? Yes,
so the PLO Lumumba Foundation empower young Africans to have the relevant skills that will help them in their various villages, in their various homes. And it's not just a program that was designed for Kenyan, but it's also a program that was designed for the entire Africa. By the time that I was leaving, I took part in mobilizing young people, and about 38 African countries were represented in the foundation by the time that I was leaving. As per now, I'm not yet conversant with how many, but I think it has really empowered so many young people, the like of Monica Kayesu from Uganda, the like of Nkumbi from Tanzania, the like of Razak from Ghana, and so many young people across Africa and even in diaspora who has benefited from the program. Myself, I'm a beneficiary through the mentorship of Professor himself.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is good initiative. And now, growing up as a young man, can you take us back? Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Before even you joined the PLO Lumumba Foundation? Like, what was your family setup like?
Well, thank you very much. I grew up in a very humble family. My mom was a nurse and my dad was a business person. Unfortunately, I lost my mom at the age of 12. And then a year later, I later lost my dad. So things changed from there, because I was left as a tiny boy who didn't know how to go about everything. And you know, in an African setup, being the only child is a bit difficult to thrive and to survive. So I got supported from the help of well-wishers and friends of goodwill, and through that I went through what I call the twists and turns, which I've documented in my book, which you'll have to see. Because I struggled all the way from my primary all the way to secondary, and fortunately enough in the university I managed to get a scholarship to Kenyatta University under the program of OVS. It's called Orphans and Vulnerable Students. Yes.
That is impressive.
Yes.
So you've gone, people who just sit back and think like, this work is for people who have not gone to school. You got it all wrong. My brother has gone all the way up to the university. What did you study in the university?
I studied education. I took English and literature.
Wow, you wanted to be a teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher until now.
Wow, yeah, I know you are a teacher, definitely. Yeah, sure.
Because we mentor people. Teaching is just not just about classroom, but also mentoring young people to believe in themselves. So I'm a teacher by profession, but all in all, I'm passionate about Africa. That's why I did literature, because literature has a bit of African literature, and it has a bit of art in itself. So I love literature so much, and that's why I even write.
Wow, that is
and I write about Africa stories. If you check my pages, I write African. My content is linked to Africa, what Africans are doing. Yes.
Wow.
So basically, I'm all
an
around,
Africanist,
and now I'm taking my masters.
Wow.
In
Masters in
organization.
Okay.
So we were talking about your masters. You're doing a masters in ethics. What has propelled that?
Yeah, I'm doing my master's in ethics and organization leadership. Because most of the time, and you have seen, Africa has been branded a country that is a continent that is very corrupt. And my country, Kenya, is not left aside. And you and me can agree with me that there is a lot of corruption and there is shortage of true leaders who stand for what is right. So ethics is everywhere, and that's why I'm doing ethics in organization, to challenge young people that whatever you do, you must be ethical. If you are making for people outfits, you must ensure that you live with ethics. If you have staff, you must treat them in an ethical way so that they are able to deliver in a way that is good for you and also for the clients and for the community.
Just like you mentioned, there's something to really think about in what you just said, because your work entails a lot of concentration. Your work entails quality. Your work entails ensuring that the customer is satisfied. So if your staff are not content, or they're not contented, then it means that they'll not do a good production. So that is one of the things that most entrepreneurs should know, and I really like your statement, that if you have discontent staff, then you get discontent results. So I think that is one of the key highlights. That's why you've managed to even open branches. Let's touch a bit on that.
So just to take you through, this journey has not been easy, and even as per now, I'm not saying we are still well off where we want to be, but I can say the progress has been good, because we have faced numerous challenges, and one of the major challenges we still face now is space in Kenya. And because you and me can agree that renting like a premise like this is very expensive. And so we are still looking for ways on how we can get our own space where we can not pay a bit monthly rent that is quite expensive. So, but through Friends of Goodwill, we have managed to partner with a friend in South Africa, in this organization called TFF Africa, which fights against tribalism. So we have a space there where we sell our products in Cape Town. Beside that, also we have managed to partner with Avila Footwear in Ghana. And just this coming July 2023, we are going to have a chance to work together and to do more of bomber jacket with shoes, because with footwear. So I believe that those are the things that are really keeping us going. And Africans believed in what we are doing. Like they really envy. We are also getting a lot of attraction from Africans in diaspora, from Europe, from USA, from France, and from Finland, and many different African countries. They love what we are doing because we have few clientels that we have sent some of our products to them, and they really appreciate. Some of them are willing to support in one way or the other. So the journey is still long, but I can say the miles that we have walked through collaboration, constructive partnership is very important, and that is what I can urge the upcoming young people, that whatever they do, they need to partner. You know, part of the problem we have in Africa is that we are too selfish, to the extent that if you open a shop there, the same shop somebody opened, we feel like fighting that person.
I agree with you.
And that should not happen, because you see, I mean, look at Indians, look at the Chinese. I mean, they establish same thing in the same building and they grow together, because when that person lacks that particular product, that person will have it. So at the end of the day, you both grow together, and when you have a large tender or a large order, you are able